here, it will take you directly to the source. When you say source means hey book told ইয়াৰ বিষয়ে specifically কি কোৱা হৈছে সেইটো তোমাক in a consumable format it will essentially show you. Now, as you can see, as soon as you clicked here, he কিতাপখন পঢ়িলে and তোমাক সেই specific information টো দি দিলে যে PM E-Drive কি আছিল, all the details, এইটোৱে কি কৰিলে, what is the financial inclusion and welfare, industrial regional development, sustainable future technologies, right? You see the magic, how everything is related. And again, this happened in 5 minutes. 5 minutes তুমি এইটো কৰিব পাৰিছা, right? So that's how mind map works. I won't go through everything. I want you to go and explore this and come back to the video and tell me whether it's valuable or not. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Okay, I asked. So APC exams, I think the prelims is on 5th of July, if I'm not wrong. Yes, it's on 5th of July 2026. So APSC, I understand in Assam it's kind of a big deal, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you are preparing for it, have been preparing for the last year or so, 6 months. I don't know. Some of you are appearing for the first time. Some of you are appearing for the second time, I guess. And some of you and most of you, I think, have started appearing because like every exam, like just before 30 days or 60 days, that's where মন যায় আমি start কৰো যে prepare কৰা start কৰো আৰু এতিয়া now this is the time 30 দিন 60 days আছে, we should just get started, right? And so my name is Aurobindo Narayan Das, and I'm a product manager by profession. I work remote for a software company based in the US. But what I thought is that, why don't I, help, the people of Assam, especially the students and young folks in Assam, how to properly use AI in their daily lives. And one of the best ways to do is for studies, right? And, that's what I figured that I will do it. And I think just to start off with, if I had to, prepare for APSC prelims for the next, I would say, 30 or 45 days, which is essentially the time frame that we have right now, how I would use AI tools like, ChatGPT or, NotebookLM, etc., to my advantage. Again, there are a lot of AI tools, right? बहुत किवा किबी ase, एकाल ase. But to start off for this particular video, there are only two, tools that you need to be aware of, which should be more than enough, right? And if you like it, if you like this video, if you think I should go above and beyond, I'll be happy to make subsequent video where I show different types of AI tools that you can use to your advantage. And I'm not saying I'm an expert in AI, by the way. Okay. I'm just a regular user. But since I do use very heavily for my work, I know how it functions. I know what prompt to put and how to use it efficiently. So this video essentially is not like a cheat code for you to, magically crack the exam, but, to study faster, to revise smarter, and to organize information better, and overall to reduce overwhelm, right? That's essentially what we are trying to do. By the way, you may see me looking there because I have two screens. That is why. And that's what we are going to do. And okay, maybe more অসমীয়াত অলপমান ক'ব লাগে. So again, just to repeat, right? So I'll interchange between Assamese and English. So ভিডিঅ'টো মেজিকেলি APSC ক্ৰেক কৰাৰ কাৰণে নহয়। ভিডিঅ'টো এচেঞ্চুৱেলি মই বনাই আছো আপোনালোকে AI কেনেকে ইউজ কৰি পিনে সোনকালে পঢ়িব পাৰে, সেইবোৰ বস্তু পঢ়িব পাৰে যিবোৰ একচুৱেলি লাগে, নেচেচাৰী হয়, স্মাৰ্টলি। ইউ ডোন্ট হেভ টু study hard. How do you study smartly? আপুনি কেনেকে প্ৰপাৰলি অৰ্গেনাইজ কৰি পঢ়িব পাৰিব, এণ্ড যোনটো এটা অভাৰঅল লোড থাকে ইমান ডাঙৰ এটা এক্সামৰ কাৰণে প্ৰিপেয়াৰ কৰা, সেইটো কেনেকে আপোনালোকে অপ্টিমাইজ কৰিব পাৰে চ' দেট ইউ ডোন্ট গেট অভাৰৱেলম, মাথা চাথা বেয়া হৈ নাযাওক ইমান হোৱা বস্তু মই কেনেকে কৰিম। অ'কে, চ' let's get started. Okay, me share my screen. Okay. Now, okay. So I have ChatGPT open here, and see, what is the real problem with any competitive exam that you have, right? It's first of all, it's information overload because, like in this case, I'm taking just APSC as an example, right? But it holds true for any exam that you're preparing in such a short time. Is that ইমান সোপা ইনফৰমেশ্যন আছে, ইমান ডাঙৰ ভাষ্ট চিলেবাছ হয়, ইমানখিনি টপিক আছে, মই কেনেকে পঢ়িম, মই কোনটো পঢ়িম, মই আজি এইটো পঢ়িম, কালি সেইটো পঢ়িম, আকৌ পৰহি সেইটো ৰিভাইজ কৰিব লাগে, ইউ ডোন্ট নো ৱেৰ টু ষ্টাৰ্ট, ৱেৰ টু ফিনিছ, ৱেৰ টু পজ, টেক এ ব্ৰেক, ৰাইট? Secondly, the second thing that you do is basically go ahead and try to find out notes, right? আপোনালোকে তুমি কোচিঙৰ পৰা নোটছ ল'বা, তুমি অনলাইন নোটছ ল'বা, তুমি তোমালোকৰ ফ্ৰেণ্ডছৰ পৰা ল'বা, and everything is scattered. চব য'তে ত'তে আছে, how do you basically figure out, okay, which notes to study properly, right? And then if you have been preparing so far, there is a revision fatigue, right? তোমালোকে revise কৰা try কৰি আছা, but after a point in time, you don't know what to even revise, right? Then at the same time, এটা বহুত generic হয়. So you want it to be personalized to you, right? মোৰ কাৰণে এইটো personalized হৈ যাওক. Just give me a second. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Yeah. So basically, মোৰ কাৰণে personalized হৈ যাওক, right? সেই personal attention টো আপোনালোকে কেনেকৈ পায়? For example, কোচিঙত যদি কোনোবাই আপোনালোকে crash course এটা কৰি আছে right now, right? You are sitting in a hall of 60 people, 100 people, 30 people. How do you get that personal attention? The মোক কি লাগে? মোৰ যোনটো পঢ়া style might be different to someone else, right? And then, of course, at the end of it, it's, whoever can afford coaching, great for you. But not everyone can, right? So, what 60,000 rupees, 70,000 rupees, nah, coaching level, 30, 40,000. I don't know. By the way, I don't know any price of coaching centers. Yeah, okay. I'm just assuming. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, how do I do that? By not spending a lot of money. Okay. So, let's get started. Okay. This is how I would go. For example, number one is that, okay, first thing is I want to create notes. The first thing that you do for every exam is read and figure out what is happening, right? So let's say I start in the beginning. So you just open ChatGPT, okay? And by the way, before I start, taking a subscription of ChatGPT and NotebookLM is one of the most important things that you can do today. It's so cheap, by the way. For example, it was into plan hoy more. ChatGPT Go to default plan. It's $8, right? $8 কিমান হয়? আজি exchange rate হ'ল 895. 760 800 টকা হয়। But এই 800 টকাত তোমালোকে ইমান value পাবা ন, that it's immeasurable. ঠিক আছে? And I don't know what you use ChatGPT today for. I know you are creating for Ghibli images and this and that, vagara, getting information, all that. But there's so much that you can do, right? So if you're not taken, again, free version tomorrow use kariyo para, but the paid version is more powerful. So go ahead and spend 800 rupees on the pro version, right? You'll get an immense value on that. So okay, let me start off with smart notes. How do I first go about it, right? Is that, for example, basic is, okay, first of all, I want to know about APSC exam, right? Tell me about APSC exam prelims 2026. Okay. So again, see, it's all about prompting, right? How do you prompt the right information to AI, right? AI, by the way, is your friend, right? It's a tool of productivity. It will essentially give you exactly what you are asking for. So you need to know exactly to me key information to mark. Like otherwise, it will give you a lot of random things. You don't want a lot of random things, right? For example, in this case, you see the structurally দি দিছে ওকে APSC এক্সাম কি হয় কারেন্টলি কি আছে স্ট্ৰাকচাৰ অফ দ্য এক্সাম কি হয় মই জানো প্ৰিলিমছত অবজেক্টিভ MCQ থাকে স্ক্ৰিনিঙৰ কাৰণে হয় ৰাইট and then pattern to কি হয় okay GS paper general studies হয় 200 marks and 2 ঘন্টা then GS paper 2 is for CSET 200 marks for 2 hours What are the important points? It will show you, okay, both are MCQ papers, negative marking as assay, and they said, GS paper 2 is just for qualifying, and you need minimum 33% in that, right? And then it goes ahead and gives you the entire syllabus, right? A2 আপোনালোকৰ তোমালোকৰ syllabus হয় যোনটো which will cover GS paper 1, right? And then it goes, okay, it covers GS paper 2. Because then it essentially shows you the means pattern. So I'm assuming আপনার তোমালোকে এইবিলাক সব জানা, right? So I'm not going to go line by line. But here again, one of the things which will show you, right, is that, for example, biggest mistakes that aspirants make, right? It's that treating APSC like UPSC like. Again, it is not, right? It specifically says that APSC strongly rewards, some specific preparation, regional current affairs, state economy, state polity, Assam history and culture. So তোমালোকে যদি এনেকে ভাবি আছা মই ইউপিএসসি কাৰণেও প্ৰিপেয়াৰ কৰি আছো এণ্ড সেইটো কভাৰ হৈ যাব নো ডোন্ট ডু দ্যাট ইউপিএসসি ইজ ভেৰি ভাষ্ট কভাৰ্ছ দ্য এণ্টায়াৰ ইণ্ডিয়া ৰাইট বাট অসমত for APSC you only have to focus on some specific things right and all this information that ChatGPT is giving is based on every information that is out there it's distilled into one there's a random itu নহয় okay so what is the preparation strategy as well, right? It says, okay, for the first 20-25 days, polity cover kara, modern history, geography, economic basis, Assam GK. Then for the next 20 days, previous year questions kara, MCQs kara, daily revision kara. And then you do the mocks and study, Assam current affairs and figure out what your weak areas are, right? And then it tells me what are the most important subjects for high school. Again, keep in mind, prelims you have to qualify, you have to focus on qualifying, right? So where is prelims one, right? It essentially tells you you don't have to study everything, but 80% of your energy should be in these six: current affairs, history, geography, polity, environment, economy, and modern history. Okay. And then it goes ahead and also shows you what are the resources that most aspirants use or what you can use as well. Okay. Now the বাকিখিনি দি আছে কাট অফ ট্ৰেণ্ড তোমাক দি আছে মিডিয়াম examination এইটো মোৰ by the way personal advantage হয় so because it knows me so don't focus on this ঠিক আছে but look at the critical insight it's providing right it says that it is not cleared by knowing everything right তোমালোকে গৈ পিনে সব পঢ়িব নালাগে সব জানিব নালাগে it is cleared by 4 specific things intelligent elimination Intelligent elimination is, for example, let's say 10টা question আছে ঠিক আছে ফৰ এক্সাম্পল লেটস এপিএসসি 10টা question আছে প্ৰিলিমছত এণ্ড 7টা question যদি কৰা তোমালোকে কোৱালিফাই হৈ যাবা চ' ইউ নিড টু ইণ্টেলিজেণ্টলি ফিগাৰ আউট এই 10টাৰ ভিতৰত প্ৰথম কোন 3টা মই নকৰোঁ that's called process of elimination once you've eliminated that then you can focus on the remaining 7 right second is Assam specialization গোটেই দুনিয়াৰ কথা পঢ়িব নালাগে only focus on অসম Third, revise kora adha ghanta, 1 ghanta, whatever it is, just revise, right? And then last but not the least, every day you solve large number of MCQs. So this matters a lot. This matters more than endlessly reading books. Okay? Now, okay, এইখিনি তো গোটেই normal generic জ্ঞান মই দি দিলো. Okay? Now, how do I go and basically do it? For example, okay, I want to start today. আজি মই start কৰি গৈছো মই ক'ত start কৰিম. Okay. For example, let me go ahead and based on what the structure ChatGPT has given me, I want to study, let's say, okay, let me pick up Assam geography. Okay, Assam specific, a lot of questions might come, right? So I want to study Assam geography. Now, usually, what is the standard that you would do? তোমালোকে মেট্ৰিবল কোচিঙৰ মেটেৰিয়েল পোৱা সেইবোৰ পঢ়িবা যিবোৰ নোটছ পোৱা সেইবোৰ পঢ়িবা যিবোৰ কিতাপ পোৱা সেইবোৰ পঢ়িবা right then you figure out you go to previous questions you find online বা ফ্ৰেণ্ডছৰ পৰা YouTube videos পৰা whatever great that's say মোৰ লগত ইমান সময় নাই মোৰ টাইম নাই how do I do okay what you do is basically you ask ChatGPT okay be very specific again I want to start off with some geography. always ask for a plan. Now that's my style. Whenever you do something, you ask ChatGPT to give you a plan how they structure it. ঠিক আছে? So today, okay, give me a plan on how to approach. ঠিক আছে? Now let me see what it says. Right? So it essentially it will tell you, okay, as you can see, বহুত ধুনীয়াকে তোমালোকক কৈ দিয়ে Assam geography কিয় important হয় because it's one of the highest ROI, right? Because a lot of questions are direct, there's a repeating patterns, right? And what is the objective, right? Objective is essentially to get 80 to 90% accuracy in Assam geography, ability to eliminate options, strong map-based recall, right? And current affairs integration. Those are four things that I have to figure out, right? And then it shows you, take a step. See, it shows you core pura frequently questions pura hai, right? If you see, frequency is essentially, let's say 10 বছৰত 7 বছৰ out of 10 years 7 times কোনটো same question কোনটো area পৰা আহিছে বা 8 times, right? Again, as I mentioned, you don't have to study everything, but you have to study the things which are very common. For example, the rivers and tributaries, very high frequency. National parks, very high frequency. District mapping, very high frequency, right? Assam current environment is a very high frequency. Soil, hill, industrial minerals, medium, medium, medium. Now let's say tomorrow it just since limited time as well. And besides Assam geography, you have to study a lot of other things as well. So you have to take a bet. So if you have to focus, let's say if you have limited time and এইকেইটা ভিতৰত only 5টা বা 6টা টপিকহে তোমালোকে পঢ়িব পাৰিবা, you essentially go and study these, and these, and pick any one high. ঠিক আছে? এই চাৰিটা আৰু এইটো বাছ এই পাঁচটা পঢ়া, focus on that, right? Now this is the information. Now see, this is what the magic is. This is the information that we got in the last 10 minutes. Now imagine যদি তোমালোকে AI use নকৰিলা হয়, for this to figure out, you would have to trust your teachers, your professors, যোনে এইবিলাক ক'লে হয়, right? Or maybe তোমালোকে গৈ পিনে 10 বছৰৰ যিবোৰ MCQs আছে সেইবোৰ পঢ়িলা হয় বা 10 বছৰৰ প্ৰিভিয়াছ কুৱেশ্যনছবোৰ পঢ়িলা হয়, দেন তোমালোকে কমন বিচাৰে, আচ্ছা আচ্ছা এইটো 2010ত আহিছিল, 2015ত আহিছিল, দেন then you go and look at and find the patterns. It would have taken you like 7, 8, 9 hours, 2, 3 days. But this directly you got it within like 1 or 2 minutes. That is the beauty of the power of AI that you have, right? Then it essentially goes and tell you, okay, randomly পঢ়িব নালাগে, okay, মই তোমালোকক কৈ দিলো এই 5টা তোমালোকে পঢ়িব লাগে, এতিয়া কেনেকে পঢ়িম মানে আজি মই ট্ৰিবিউটাৰিজ পঢ়িম, কালি মই ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্ট মেপি পঢ়িম, নহয়। It tells you, it goes ahead and tells you কোনটো অৰ্ডাৰত পঢ়িব লাগে। ফৰ এক্সাম্পল কোনটো ফেজ 1 হয়, আজি এটা মেণ্টেল মেপ অফ আছাম বনোৱা, ৰাইট? দেন তোমালোকে সেই মেপটোত one of the things that people do essentially, এগাল মেপ লগাই থৈ দিয়ে ৱালত, তোমালোকে ষ্টাডি অসমৰ মেপ, रेन फॉरेस्ट का मैप हो या रिवर्स का मैप हो या नेशनल पार्क का मैप हो, बट व्हाट इज द पॉइंट, हाउ डू यू फिगर आउट কোনটো কি কৰিব লাগে? So yes, you go and paste your map and whatever do, but you should always understand these things before even reading any questions. Is where things are, how rivers flow, which districts lie where, which regions are flood prone, ecological zones, hill system. It's a mental model, right? For example, এনেকা নহয় যে কাজিৰঙা ক'ত আছে, but for example if someone talks about Jorhat district, mentally তোমাৰ চকুৰ আগত Jorhat district সেই মেপত ক'ত আছে আহি যাব লাগে, and then within the Jorhat district you can see what are the things which are happening there, elevation কেনেকুৱা, yada yada, whatever it is from a geographical point of view, right? By the way, I don't know anything about Assam geography, okay? I mean, I knew in school, I knew in college, but মোৰ touch নাই, ঠিক আছে? But this gives you how to basically structure it, ঠিক আছে? So it will tell you, okay, কি কৰিব লাগে, whatever it is that you can go ahead, right? But let's say I want to do it immediately, মই এটা কি কৰিব লাগে, right? So let's say once all of these things in the resource वगैरह আহি গ'ল, okay? And let's say তুমি prepare কৰি দিলা, ঠিক আছে? Now let us do one thing, okay? মই এখন কিতাপ এখন বিচাৰো, let's say তোমালোকে ক'লা নাই ইমান সোপা মই নোৱাৰো, মই কিতাপ দিয়ে পঢ়িম, মই ইমান সোপা ChatGPT কৰিব নোৱাৰো, ইমান পঢ়ি থাকিব নোৱাৰো, কিতাপে মোক ষ্ট্ৰাকচাৰ দিলে। Okay, fine. You can actually go ahead, right, and study using ChatGPT as well in a very efficient format. Okay, so let's say মই you know মই নাজানো কোনটো কিতাপ লাগে, so let me go and ask ChatGPT. Okay, for example, for this, that is to study some geography, which specific books should I read? This one, it's like a friend, it's like a teacher who is in your hands at all points in time, right? For example, it a quiz says even overlap, no whatever it is. Okay, I'm not going to read through it. You can read through it, but okay. Let's say they said I'll pick one. They said the other core Assam Geography book poha, which is Assam Geographical Profile by M. Tahir and Ahmed. Okay. Now let me see if those are available online. Okay, so online basically resource paper पाई जाए. So let me figure out. Let me search. Okay, can you search if these books are available in PDF format online? Now, by the way, I'm not going to explain PDF কি হয়, মই assume কৰি আছো তোমালোকে সবে জানা PDF কি বস্তু হয়, right? So they said, okay, some materials are available, partial PDFs are, sorry, uh, according to Kiba research. Okay, anyway, yeah. As you can see that essentially it will throw up, all the books that are available online in PDF format, right? You can essentially go ahead and download these books, and that's where you can use those books to come up with questions again here, right? Uh, Again, see, let me assume in this case, my assume কৰিছো তোমালোকৰ লগত already PDFs वगैरह আছে, right? So what is the most obvious thing that you do যেতিয়া, when you have a PDF with you? You essentially read those PDF, right? On your phone, on your laptop or computer, whatever it is, right? But again, PDF essentially it's a book, right? How much of it can you read, right? So তোমাক যদি এটা summary লাগে, তোমাক যদি লাগে তাৰে মই important questions কি পঢ়িব লাগে, because that's a 500 পেজৰ কিতাপ এখন পঢ়াৰ তোমালোকৰ সময় নাই, since you have to prepare for 30 to 45 days, right? So how do you figure it out? So for example, এখন এটা PDF মই ডাউনলোড কৰি থৈছো, right? For example, let's say in this case I have, okay, this is actually a PDF of class 10 NCERT geography, right? Just for an example, how essentially you can use those PDFs, right? আপোনাক তোমালোকে সেই PDF টো কেনেকে smartly এইটো particular কিতাপ smartly তোমালোকে কেনেকে use কৰিব পাৰা, okay? So in this case, for example, let me just go ahead first ask, okay, what is this? What is this book? So, okay. So again, ChatGPT or any AI tool, it is the fastest reader in the world. So it will read your book in milliseconds. So it will actually read the book and it actually tells you, okay, this is a resource and development chapter of class 10 geography, right? In the chapter ki cover kare, APSC kyo eto matter kare, right? What are the important concepts here, right? What are the important parts, and etc. Everything it's going to tell you, right? So based on this, okay, it also, by the way, it also tells you, how you should use it, right? It says read this first, and then move to Assam Geography, reverse, वगैरह वगैरह. Okay, okay. Let's say any, for example, you want to, this is any PDF, you want to pick the top 10 topics, right? So, for example, give me the top 10 topics of this PDF or of this, right? So without ChatGPT, again, তোমালোকে কি কৰিলা হয়, গলা হয়, পঢ়িলা হয়, notes ললা, etc., etc. But here, based on its knowledge and intelligence, it will essentially tell you what are the things that you can study, right? For example, for this particular chapter, ই কৈছে তোমালোকে biotic versus abiotic পঢ়িব লাগে, sustainable environment পঢ়িব লাগে, resource planning পঢ়িব লাগে, whatever it is, right? So as you can see, you can ask any of these questions to ChatGPT and it will actually give you answer based on that, right? So this is again just a geography generic PDF মই upload কৰিছো, but you can actually upload anything, right? And if you want, I can actually show that, but it will take some time It will be a longer video. I mean, I can do a 1 hour, 2 hour video if you are interested, and I can actually take one book, let's say Assam Geography. মই PDF তো ChatGPT feed কৰি exactly মই তোমালোকক দেখাব পাৰিম যে কেনেকে পঢ়িব লাগে, কেনেকে questions বোৰ ওলাব লাগে and what not, right? By the way, but that is not the focus of this video. This video is just an overall understanding how you can use ChatGPT or any of these AI tools. Okay. Now, if you want to even go forward, that's already crazy to right? So there is another tool which is absolutely brilliant, right? It's called NotebookLM, right? Just search for NotebookLM Google, and you will get this tool, right? So, okay, it's from Google, right? So essentially, এইটো এটা বহুত powerful AI tool হয়, especially for research কৰিবলৈ and especially for students to study, right? ই কি কৰে, তোমালোকৰ any form of content, be it a online PDF book, a research paper, এটা video, ই সেই ভিডিঅ'টো লয়, and then within minutes, within seconds, it will create an incredible map for you to help you study, right? It will help you create a mind map. It will help you create questionnaire. You can ask it questions from any part of this particular book. And the craziest part of it, it will create a podcast for you. Imagine এটা 500 page Assam Geography kitab, right? তোমার পড়িব মন নাই, but you are walking, তুমি জিমত, treadmillত আছা. It will create a podcast of half an hour. You put it in your ear, in your headphones, and listen to the book. It will tell you the most important. By the way, it will create the podcast the way you want it, right? As in, তুমি যদি কোৱা, hey, based on this book, right, create a podcast where it covers the most, high scoring topics of Assam Geography and APSC, and it will create a podcast for that. How cool is that? Imagine you have a teacher in you who is speaking directly to what you want at any moment in time, right? So it's absolutely crazy. And by the way, it's I think the version that you can use, basic version, is free. By the way, it's free. Because I think you can create 5, 6 workspaces for this, but it is free. So just go ahead and check it out. Like I said, and if you want to go ahead, I think the paid version is for like 1200 rupees, more paid. Or actually, you can see the pro here. But within this 1200 rupees, to be Gemini, to be Google AI Studio, to be Notebook, to be entire Google ecosystem. And as I mentioned, 1200 rupees, it's not significant compared to what you are achieving, right? Today, you spend 1200 rupees on what? Bike, solai, udabo joa, what trip, eta joa, 1200 taka petrol gusi jai, right? So why don't you apply it, put it here, right? And again, free version too আছে. So just for you to show, for example, the notebook LM essentially কি হ'ব, the home page তোমালোকে create notebook বুলি click কৰিবা, এনেকা এটা interface আহিব, right? Where you can just upload your PDF, you can put any YouTube video. By the way, let's say এটা YouTube tutorial আছে, 2 ঘণ্টা YouTube tutorial, তোমাক চাবলৈ মন নাই, but it is useful, right? You can just click the link here. ই কি কৰিব, ইউটিউব ভিডিঅ'টো চাব তোমাৰ বিহাফত, ইট উইল ৱাচ ইট এণ্ড ইট উইল পাৰ্চ ইট, ৰাইট? পাৰ্চ মানে ইনফৰমেশ্যনটো কেপচাৰ কৰা বুলি কয় ইন টেকনলজি, ইন টেক, ৰাইট? চ' ইট উইল কেপচাৰ দ্য ইনফৰমেশ্যন উইদিন মিনিটছ, এণ্ড বেছড অন দ্যাট ইউ কেন আস্ক এনি কুৱেশ্যন, ৰাইট? যে এইটো ভিডিঅ'ত এইটো পইণ্টত কি কোৱা হৈছে, ৰাইট? ইট উইল এচেঞ্চিয়েলি টেল ইউ দ্যাট এজ ৱেল. তোমালোকৰ গুগল ড্ৰাইভ কানেক্ট কৰিব পাৰা, আৰু ডাইৰেক্ট টেক্সট কপি কৰিব পাৰা. But for this particular case, মই কি কৰিছো, মই the same, মই এটা ইণ্ডিয়ান পলিটি এণ্ড গভৰ্নেন্সৰ এটা বুক এখন আছিল মোৰ লগত, মই সেইটো আপলোড কৰিছো, ৰাইট? সেইটো আপলোড কৰাৰ লগে লগে essentially it will give you a brief, right? A particular টেক্সটটো কি হয়, particular bookটো কি হয়, as you can see, it has given me a brief about this particular book, right? And then here is something amazing, right? Here what you can see is, just give me a second. Yeah. So here you can see is all the things that you can do, right? You can essentially create an audio. You can create a slide deck. Slide deck actually is a presentation. And গোটেই book to তোমাক as a presentation দিব. তোমালোকে এই বুকৰ এটা ভিডিঅ' এটা বনাব পাৰা, বনাই দিব ভিডিঅ', এটা মাইণ্ড মেপ বনাব পাৰা. What is essentially, I will show you what a mind map is. Mind map is essentially মই initially যোনটো কৈছিলো, right? In order for you to study any topic, right? তোমাৰ মাথাৰ এটা মাইণ্ড মেপ হ'ব লাগে. For example, অসম জিঅ'গ্ৰাফী. অসম জিঅ'গ্ৰাফী তলত কি কি আছে? There is rivers, there is there is forest, there is natural park, there is etc. etc. whatever. তার আন্ডাৰত কি আছে কোনটো যে তো that map যদি তোমাৰ মাথাত বনি যায়, you can easily relate things, right? So you can create that mind map here. Report create কৰিবা, flashcard, quiz, infographic, data table. I will not go through each and every one of them. I want you to go and explore. It's absolutely amazing. Spend just 1 hour, and I tell you, I guarantee, come back and tell me in the comments, right, if this is not of value. ঠিক আছে, you'll be addicted to NotebookLM. I am, right? I use it for my research, for my work every single day. Okay, now for this, what I have done is, by the way, এইটো মই পঢ়া নাই দেই, এইখন কিতাপ মই পঢ়াই নাই, মই just আপলোড কৰিছো। So আপলোড কৰি মই কি ক'লো, I asked it to create an audio overview. As you can see, it has created a 6-minute audio. I asked it to create a slide deck so that I can quickly consume. The slide deck is important, for example, let's say exam আগে পুটুককে মই কিবা চাব লাগে, right? So that I don't have to randomly মই কিতাপ হেৰি কৰিব নালাগে, মই just deckটো চাম, important point মোৰ তাত আহি যাব। মই কৈছো মোক এটা কুইজ এটা বনাই দিয়া so that I can practice, and then what is the mind map. Okay, so let's just go one by one. Let's click on the mind map, right? So as you can see, এইখন কিতাপৰ in mind map to বনাই দিছে। So it says that this particular book is about India's current affairs from 2023 to 2025, right? তাৰ ভিতৰত কি আছে? Polity and governance, Indian economy, science and tech, government schemes, environment, geography, history and culture, right? So you can see the mapping. Now polity and governance ভিতৰত কি আছে? You can click 8 important বস্তু। Similarly, let's say government scheme কি আছে? এইকেইটা important বস্তু। So you see how everything, right, you can actually visualize. For example, let's say তুমি PM e-drive EV adoption বিষয়ে পঢ়িব বিচাৰা, you know where it falls in the spectrum of the entire syllabus. It falls in current affairs, under government skills, and here. Now তোমাক যদি পঢ়িব মন আছে, okay, তোমাৰ mind map টো তুমি পাহৰি গলা, okay, I want to know ইয়াতে কি আছে, you just click here. It will take you directly to the source. When you say source means hey book told ইয়াৰ বিষয়ে specifically কি কোৱা হৈছে, সেইটো তোমাক in a consumable format it will essentially show you. Now, as you can see, as soon as you click here, he কিতাপখন পঢ়িলে and তোমাক সেই specific information টো দি দিলে যে PM e-drive কি আছিল, all the details, এইটোৱে কি কৰিলে, what is the financial inclusion and welfare, industrial regional development, sustainable future technologies, right? You see the magic, how everything is related. And again, this happened in 5 minutes. 5 মিনিটত তুমি এইটো কৰিব পাৰিছা, right? So that's how mind map works. I won't go through everything. I want you to go and explore this and come back to the video and tell me whether it's valuable or not. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Okay, I asked you to create a slide deck. Let's say more exam about এদিন আগত মই পুটুককে চাব লাগে, I want to revise, মই কেনেকৈ কৰিম? Usually আজিকালি তোমালোকে ৰিভাইজ কেনেকৈ কৰিবা, right? তোমালোকে নোটছ চাবা, নোটছ পঢ়িবা, স্কিম কৰিবা নোটছ, like you'll just skim over the notes. It's not really effective, but you want something which is in your head, which stays plastered and printed in your head. So how do you do it, right? So in this case, let me click on the slide. So as you can see, it has actually created an absolutely beautiful deck for me. Now think about it. তুমি যদি এইটো যদি এক্সামৰ একদিন আগত যদি চোৱা, won't it help you revise? Is this not smart revision? What I said at the start of the video. See, it gives you the entire blueprint, right? Then it will show you what are the important things, right? Track 1 কি হয়, track 2 কি হয়, then macroeconomic vital signs, কেনেকৈ grow হৈছে, what are the important numbers, GDP growth estimated, projected, services export is a percentage. You see the capital allocation, and what is the old system, what is the how does elections happen and everything. You see how detailed it creates, and it creates in such a way that it stays in your head. Like for example, for the targeted demographic frameworks, like যদি তোমালোকে NPS ভাৰ্চুৱেলিয়াৰ যদি জানিব মন আছে, you don't have to know everything. What is the এইটো কি হয়? It's a long term accessible pension savings. কি লাগে? Minimum annual contribution 1,000 rupees. Important বস্তু. Based on that, you can actually go ahead and answer. So you see how it helps in smart revision. Again, I won't go through everything. Go ahead and try it for yourself. It's absolutely crazy, right? Then thirdly, let's say I want to test myself. So মই কি কৰিলো? মই ক'লো যে মোক কুইজ বনাই দে, মোক 15টা কুৱেশ্যন দে। As you can see, ই মোক 15টা কুৱেশ্যনৰ কুইজ বনাই দিছে, right? So I can quickly practice. So it will give me a hint as well, right? And last but not the least, this is the most craziest part. মই পঢ়িব মন নাই, মই গাড়ী চলাই আছো বোলে। ঠিক আছে, by the way, I don't support listening while driving, by the way. Okay, মই দৌৰি আছো এইটো ট্ৰেডমিলত, then what do I do? So I hope I'm sharing audio. ঠিক আছে, I'm not sure how do I share audio. Share computer sign. Yes, there you go. I'm shared. I hope তোমালোকে শুনা পাবা।
What if I told you that the country rewriting its 160-year-old colonial criminal code today is the exact same country that literally just landed a rover on the lunar South Pole?
Yeah, it's a pretty wild juxtaposition.
Right. You don't usually see a nation, tearing its foundational plumbing all the way down to the studs while simultaneously building a state-of-the-art astrophysics observatory on the roof. It's the ultimate high wire act.
It really is, because it's an incredibly rare dynamic. Usually a country is either in this phase of basic nation building, sorting out laws, borders, agriculture, that sort of thing, or it has matured enough to focus entirely on high tech.
So you see, unlike consuming, right, generic content, like for example, তোমালোকে ইউটিউবত যাবা কি জেনেৰিক তুমি পাবা ইণ্ডিয়ান পলিটিচিয়ানছৰ এটা ভিডিঅ' এটা পাবা, এটা অডিঅ' পডকাষ্ট পাবা। ইয়াত it will create the podcast for you specifically for what you want. Generic নহয়. For example, how do I create it? For example, ইয়াতে click কৰা, right? And I say, okay, what I essentially have to do, কেনেকা podcast লাগে, right? তোমাক brief লাগে, deep dive লাগে, critical লাগে, length. You can select language. Like কোনটো languageত লাগে? I think Indian languageত, yes, you can see, ইয়াতে Hindi, Bangla, Gujarati, there's a South Indian languages, Marathi, everything. I hope অসমীয়াটো আহি যাওক, but Google আনি লৈ আহিব, Assamese. I'm pretty sure of it, right? And you can say, what should the AI focus on? Right? I can specifically say, okay, focus on preparation for APSC exams in this topic, right? So now, as soon as I click on generate, as you can see, yate generate kora start kori dise. So it takes around 2 to 3 minutes based on kiman lamba tumi video banaisa. But as you can see, this audio will be specifically based on what you ask, right? Isn't that absolutely crazy? Right? So that's all as a part of the demo that I wanted to show you guys, right? What the podcast and the audio feature is. It's future. It's here. AI is going to change the way that you study. Everyone outside India, like trust me, I have friends who live in the States, who live in Europe, and I have friends, who are industries and who are doing research and all. The way people are using it is absolutely amazing, and you should go ahead and use it as well, right? Now, one of the things is that I want to really, really focus on is that, see, AI is not a replacement for a discipline or hard work. সদায় মনত ৰাখিম, right? তুমি হাৰ্ড ৱৰ্ক কৰিব লাগিব, তুমি ডিচিপ্লিন হ'ব লাগিব, ৰাইট? মই যোনটো বস্তু তোমালোকক দেখালো, যোনটো প্ৰেক্টিচ কৰিলো, সেইটো তোমালোকে সদায় কৰিব লাগিব। তোমালোকে শিকিবা, দেৰ ইজ ৱেজ টু গেট বেটাৰ, ৰাইট? ইনিচিয়েলি তোমালোকে যিকোনো ৰেণ্ডম প্ৰম্পট কৰিবা, যেনেকে যেনেকে তোমালোকে ৰেছপন্স কৰা ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰিবা, ইউ উইল ষ্টাৰ্ট ইণ্টাৰেক্টিং, ইউ উইল গেট বেটাৰ এণ্ড বেটাৰ, ৰাইট? চ' ষ্টাডি, দ্য কনচেপ্ট অফ ষ্টাডি ইজ অলৱেজ গোইং টু বি দেয়াৰ, ৰাইট? ইফ ইয়ৰ কনচেপ্টছ আৰ উইক, ঠিক আছে, তোমাৰ কনচেপ্ট যদি উইক হয়, and তুমি যদি consistently নপঢ়া, no AI tool is going to help you, by the way. Remember, AI is your friend. It's not a cheat code. পঢ়া শুনা তুমি কৰিবই লাগিব, consistent তুমি হ'বই লাগিব. It's just that what AI is doing, it's making you do that just smartly and in a more fast way, right? Essentially, যিখিনি বস্তু তুমি দুদিনত কৰিব পাৰিলা হয়, সেইটো আজি আধা ঘণ্টাত কৰিব পাৰা। Imagine the amount of time that you're saving, right? So remember that. So to leave with, is that if you are using AI correctly, if you're using at least this one, ChatGPT and NotebookLM correctly, it will dramatically improve. And I guarantee you that. Come back to me when you appear for APS exams. Like if you diligently do what I have asked you to do, APS prelims দিয়াৰ পাছত আহি পিনে comment কৰিবা. It will improve your speed. It will improve your revision. It will improve your clarity. It will improve your organization. It will improve your productivity. By the way, it holds true for everything that you do, not just APSC preparation, by the way. APSC is just one small part of it, right? And right now, since you're focused on that, keep that in mind. Be hyper focused on that. Okay, sir? Now, to end on the note, I was outside Assam for almost 13 years. After I left Cotton, because I did my 12th in Cotton, then I went to do my graduation and then studies outside. And then I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of juniors, students, everyone who I know who want to figure out what to do in life in Assam. And being an Assamese, I genuinely think, right, is that students, especially and aspirants in Assam, should start understanding these tools early, right now. In fact, I believe that already I'm a late hoy gaise, but train छूट नहीं गई है, right? So you better get on this train right away. ठीक है sir? And not just for APSC, by the way. ठीक है sir? Not just for any competitive exam. Yes, it's a part of it, but because whether you like it or not, AI is going to become a part of almost every career moving forward. You think তোমালোকে APS এক্সাম দিবা, তোমালোকে অফিচাৰ হৈ যাবা, 5 বছৰ বা 6 বছৰ AI নাহিব? আহি যাব. It's like the internet, it's like electricity, it's like your phone. দেৰিকে আহিব কিন্তু আহিব. So you better be prepared for it. You better use it and use it well. And the earlier you learn how to use it properly, the better you will be positioned, right? That's I would want to leave this video with. Now this is the first video I'm making, right? I don't know whether you like it or not, whether you don't like it, I don't know, right? But my intention was to help you guys, right? I hope I helped you. But if you like this video, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and tell me what kind of video that you want. I'm thinking of making videos like, let's say 5 AI tools that every APC aspirant should use. For example, how to revise Assam history using AI, or what Assam students should know about careers beyond APSC. Government exams are supposed to know. I know what is product, what is design, what is developer, what is a developer. These are high paying, high reward jobs that you need to explore beyond APSC as well. And everyone can do that, right? So let me know if you want me to double level around that, and I'll be happy to do it, right? And yeah, I'll see you in the next video then. Thank you very much. My name is Arvind Narayan Das, signing off. Good luck.